Hello and welcome to another Odds and Ends episode. In this episode, we'll be talking about bean breeding in China. We'll be covering 3 species for this episode. Let's get started. We will first start with the common bean. The common bean belongs to the genus Phaeocolis and the species Phaeocolis vulgaris. The common bean originates in South America and was brought to Europe in the 16th century, and from there reached China. Over the course of 400 years, several land races have developed that have been used for breeding material within the modern cultivars. The land races are broadly divided into 7 different groups. The Central American land races from Durango and Jasco, the Mesoamerican and Guatemalan strains, the Chilean strains, the New Granada strains, and the Peruvian strains. There's current great effort to incorporate these land races into their modern land races and modern cultivars. The Chinese land races are prominently derived from the Mesoamerican and Andean land races. Most of the work within Chinese breeding has been done to increase seed size, as most of the cultivars have smaller seeds than most other bean cultivars across the rest of the Old and New World. Next we'll talk about cowpea, or Vigna angulata. This is an annual legume with a tolerance to high temperatures and drought. There's many different subspecies and substrains within the species in domesticated populations, including forms that are used to eat as seeds, ones with edible pods, ones for pickling, and ones for forage, hay, and silage. The 2 subspecies grown are the yard-long bean and the black-eyed pea. These are the most common within China. This species is born in the Sahel and the upper region of Central Africa. This species was likewise domesticated in sub-Saharan Africa thousands of years ago. The yard-long bean strain originated in Southeastern Asia and has now grown extensively in Europe, Oceania, Asia, and North America. This bean was likely introduced into China along the Silk Road routes around the 1st century CE, and since then it's been a major staple within the Chinese market, primarily in northeast China, where cowpea is mainly grown. The land races and heirloom varieties, in combination with introduced stock from elsewhere in the world, has allowed for further crossbreeding and genetic improvements within the realm of modern cultivars. And extensive work has been done in improving disease resistance, pest resistance, and post-harvest processing aspects. The current work is in using genetic markers and CRISPR-Cas9 to determine what each gene does and where genes of disease resistance and other quality of life traits can be found. The last species we'll cover is the mung bean. The mung bean belongs to the species Vigna rhodata. This species is adapted to tropical and subtropical regions. Within China, it's been grown for over 2,000 years. It was also quite popular for the majority of those 2,000 years. Mung bean began declining in numbers as a growing crop since the 1950s due to lower yield in comparison to other bean species. This continued until the 80s when improved cultivars came into vogue. And to this day, mung bean is still a staple crop within many parts of China, which include Inner Mongolia, Jilin, Shaanxi, Henan, and several other regions. However, it's likely to decline in the future due to several factors. First, the quality and price fluctuate quite greatly. This crop only grows in a very narrow range of temperatures, and the quality rises and falls within this framework. And this has an effect on the overall price on the market of these cultivars. Cultivar degeneration. Mung bean production is mainly a household planting situation. Due to extensive use of single cultivars, in combination with not adding new genetic material or allowing for selection to happen to prevent any reversion to wild forms, the cultivars have severely changed over time to become more akin to their wild ancestors, making them less suitable as a food source. Yield is also relatively low, and is only possible even with improved cultivars with government subsidies. These cultivars are also very susceptible to most diseases. Lastly, the processing industry within China for mung bean is lacking and scattered. As a consequence, there's very little that can be done to improve or make value-added products with mung bean. That book covers everything. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you really enjoyed it and think you can donate, you can do so at Buy Me a Coffee, link in the description below. Thank you for watching.